If you're looking for large ETFs or exchange traded funds with an annual dividend yield of more than 10%, then this video is for you. Watch this video till the end, as 5 out of 7 ETFs that I'm going to mention pay monthly dividends. Hello, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is David Dance, a retired engineer, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Think and Retire. In this channel, I talk about building wealth and income from the stock market. Before I move forward, I just want to take 1 minute just to explain what is ETF in the stock market. ETFs or exchange traded funds, as the name implies, are traded on an exchange and tracks a particular index. When you invest in an ETF, you actually get to invest in a basket of assets that you can buy and sell during regular business hours. So basically, it tries to lower your risk and exposure and also diversify your portfolio. Please keep in mind that this video is for educational purposes only, and this is not a recommendation to buy or sell any ETFs. As you know, high returns comes with high risk. So if you trade these ETFs or any securities, please make sure that you apply proper risk management and money management principles based on your risk tolerance levels. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. All the data presented in this video are of market close on July 24, 2024. When I mentioned large ETFs, that means I only focused on ETFs which have a net asset of over $1 billion. Also, I did not consider any leveraged ETFs or short ETFs. I have 7 ETFs in this list. 5 of them pay monthly dividends, 1 quarterly and 1 yearly dividends. So watch this video till the end so you do not miss any particular ETF. If you find this video useful, please like and share. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so you do not miss my future videos. Now let's get started with the 7 ETFs I mentioned before. I will start with the lowest dividend yield first, and then I will go all the way up to the highest yielding dividend. Number 7 on my list is iShares MSCI Taiwan ETF with a ticker symbol of EWT. It tracks the performance of large and mid-sized companies in Taiwan. The expense ratio is 0.59%. The year-to-date total return is 15.88%. For a 10-year period, the annual average return was 10.81%. $10,000 invested in June of 2000 will be about $30,000 in July of 2024. This pays annual dividend. In December 2023, it paid about $5.53 per share. For today's closing price of 51.78, that means it has an annual dividend yield of 10.68%. The net asset, it is actually over $5 billion. It pays dividends annually. Closing price on July 24, 2024 was $51.78. It's pretty liquid. This is the 3-year weekly chart of EWT. Number 6 on my list is VanEck BDC Income ETF with a ticker symbol of BIZD. It tracks the performance of US BDC Index, which is the Business Development Company Index. Expense ratio is pretty high, is about 11.17%. Inception date is 2013. Total net assets is $1.17 billion. The year-to-date return is 10.09%. It has a high income potential and it has exposure to private credit as well. $10,000 invested in 2013 would have grown to about $24,000 in 2024. It pays quarterly and the dividend distribution yield is 10.97%. This is the dividend income for the last 4 quarters, and that's the 3-year weekly chart of BIZD. Number 5 on my list is NeosS&P 500 High Income ETF with a ticker symbol SPYI. It pays monthly. The expense ratio is 0.68%. Distribution yield is 12.08%. As the name implies, this ETF generates income from investing in S&P 500 companies and utilizes a call option strategy. This ETF is fairly new. It started about 2 years ago. The net assets is $1.7 billion. As indicated earlier, it pays monthly dividend and the dividend yield is 12.08% and has paid about 50 cents per share per month in 2024. Top holdings include some household names like Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, and this is the weekly chart of SPYI. It's nicely trending up. Number 4 on my list is Nasdaq 100 Covered Call ETF by Global X, and the ticker symbol is QYLD. Morningstar has a 4-star rating. It has been paying monthly distributions for 10 plus years. It generates income through selling covered calls on Nasdaq 100 index. So if you're new to options trading, or if you're not familiar with covered call, this ETF will take care of that. Inception year is 2013. The total expense ratio is 0.61%. Net assets is $8.11 billion. And the 12-month trailing yield is 12.49%, and as I mentioned before, it pays monthly. The monthly distributions in 2024 has been about 17 cents per month per share, and this is the 3-year weekly chart, and it has been uptrending since the late 2022. Number 3 on my list is Russell 2000 Covered Call ETF by the same family, Global X, ticker symbol RYLD. It has been paying monthly distributions for 5 years running. It generates income by selling covered calls on Russell 2000 index. So again, if you do not know anything about options, or if you are new to options, this strategy will generate income for you using that option strategy. The inception year of this ETF is 2019. The gross expense ratio is 0.63%. Net assets is $1.39 billion. And 12-month trailing yield is 13.14%, and as I mentioned, it pays monthly. Monthly distribution in 2024 has so far been about 16 cents per share. This is a 3-year weekly chart of RYLD. The closing price on July 24, 2024 was $16.01. Number 2 on my list is SPYI Volatility Premium ETF with the ticker symbol SVOL. Morningstar has a 5-star rating for this ETF. The closing price on July 24, 2024 was $22.33. It is related to the inverse performance of CBOE Volatility Index, short-term futures index. It monetizes the premium in the VIX futures market. The gross expense ratio is 1.16%. Total assets is over $1 billion. Has monthly distribution. It has a yield of 16.02% and fairly new. Inception year is 2021, and the closing price on July 24, 2024 was $22.33 as indicated earlier. Recent distribution has been 30 cents per share per month. The 3-year weekly chart indicates that this ETF is in an uptrend since the late 2022. Number 1 on my list is ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF with the ticker symbol of BITO. It is the first US Bitcoin linked ETF. You can buy through a regular brokerage account, so you do not have to have a crypto account. As this is Bitcoin related, you can expect large price fluctuations, so please invest wisely and don't put all eggs in one basket. The inception date is October 18, 2021. The expense ratio is 0.95%. Closing price on July 24, 2024 was $22.96. The monthly distribution varied widely in 2024 from 35 cents per share in February to $1.50 in July of 2024. See the drawdown from 2021 to 2022, and then it has a sharp rise. And this is the weekly price chart of BITO. Again, price trending up since the late 2022. I hope this video was useful. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time. Happy investing.